This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good afternoon and good evening. I am Ryan Anisheta from the local congregation of Vista.
And I am Jasmine Manonkel from the local congregation of Temecula Valley.
You are now tuned in to INCRadio San Diego. And it's another beautiful morning here in San Diego. Jazz, we have a lovely topic with lovely guests. We're talking about early retirement. Have you thought about this?
Yes, I think about it all the time, actually.
So if you think about it and you know people that do think about it, go ahead and reach out to all your family and friends and share the link so they too may enjoy the show. And if you like us and you like the video, you love INCRadio San Diego, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, like this video. And besides listening in today, is there anything else our live viewers can do today to be involved?
Here on INCRadio San Diego, we love learning where all of you are tuning in from. So join the local shout out challenge.
Yes.
On the screen, you can see all of the abbreviations for the local congregations here in the District of San Diego County, California. And so go ahead and include that in your comments. One shout out per comment, but post as many comments as you'd like.
As many comments. Also, we are going to be asking the live chat some questions. We want to know your answers. And yes, we will read them.
And stay tuned. At the end of the broadcast, we'll let you know who the winners are from last week's challenge.
Ooh. All righty. Now let's get on to the topic. So it's retirement ready. Let's talk about it.
Yes,
we have some very special guests who are early retirees themselves. Let's go ahead and introduce them. We have Greg and Jean Oria. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I know who you are. They're from my local congregation, and we're close friends with your children. But for those who don't know who you are, go ahead and introduce yourselves, and why are you perfect guests for today's topic?
My name is Jean, and yes, I'm from the local congregation of Vista, California. And we have two grown children. By the way, we're choir members as well. And we have two brand new grandchildren.
Yay!
Congratulations.
I was a registered nurse, and I retired 10 years ago when I was 52 years old.
Wow. And Greg?
I'm Greg Oria, and my wife and I have been married for 37 years.
Is that right?
He had to look at his
Yeah,
notes.
yeah, I have to do a quick math. You know, I basically work in management in a corporate setting, and I retired at 49, and that's about 14 years ago.
14 years ago, 49
yes.
plus 14.
No, 14 years, yeah.
Yeah.
But
And,
that's early.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our goal was to retire to 55,
Mhm.
and we kind of, we're over exceeded.
Overachievers.
Overachievers here.
But we're very happy to be here. Thank you for
Yes.
inviting us. I believe this is our second time,
Yes.
and we're very happy to share our experiences and about
Yes.
retirement.
Hopefully you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Of course. We can't wait to hear all your answers. But before we get to that, Jazz, do we have any questions to ask the live chat?
We do. So for all of you that are listening, tuning in, let us know in the chat. For question number 1, we want to know, what's your dream retirement plan? Is it A, travel the world? Is it B, spend time with family? C, relax and do hobbies? D, start a new venture? Or share with us in the chat what your future plans are, if none of the answers are above.
That's a good question because I kind of want to do more than just one. But what would you like to do, Jess?
I'd like to do all of the above.
That's the goal, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So while the live chat goes ahead and gives us an answer, let's go ask our guest a question. So first off, for those who are maybe new to the workforce or, just in the middle of it, what are some practical ways, in your opinion, that they can start preparing for retirement, even if it's like decades or years away?
Yeah, that we basically we had the same questions when we were starting out, and that's a very common question. we asked our mentors, the people that we admired, and those people that were retired. And basically, the answer that they come up with or told us is, well, what do you want your retirement to be? How do you envision, your lifestyle after you stop work? So that's the first step that we have done. We thought about, okay, do we want to wake up in the morning, we're not working anymore, do we want to wake up in the beach, or in a different place? Do we want to go golfing today or play tennis? So it's something like that you don't normally, you wish for that you can do, but you envision that. And then that leads to the planning. And those are two important things that we found, to be practical things to do.
Well, it's good if you can envision that.
Yeah.
But I'll be quite transparent. We will tell you the good and the ugly of what our retirement and financial journey has been. When I was in my 20s, I graduated already. I was already a nurse. So for someone that young and earning that kind of money, you would think I'm pretty good, but I was not. Because when I was in my 20s, retirement wasn't even in my radar.
Yeah,
I wanted to go shopping. Shopping was my thing. So I racked a lot of credit card debt when I was young, even before we got married, and we were dating already. I wanted to look cute. So I was always shopping and buying stuff, making sure that I have, nice clothes on Sunday, trying to impress, right? So when we got married, he did not even know, thank God, that he said I do before he found out my debt, and that's not even including my student loans. That's just credit card debt. And to be honest, I was upset that he was upset because I thought that was normal. I did not know that there was anything wrong with what I was doing. So I had to start there, my financial health. And I think I'm thinking there might be a lot of listeners who are on the same boat that I was. I needed to look at my own financial health. What was I doing with my money? And that's where he encouraged me. I mean, thank God he didn't look down on me, or you know what I mean, when it made me feel bad, because I think it would have been a negative reaction on my part. But he said, we need to take a look at how we're spending our money. So he didn't say how you're spending your money, it's how we're spending our money.
Keyword,
so I was able to at least be encouraged to sit down and put down, where's my money coming from? Where is it going? And it was a revelation to me what I was doing with my own financial health, which was not good. So that's where we actually started, where I started to get encouraged or be motivated into working with him, because we were not on the same goal. We were not even on the same wavelength when it comes to financial health. So I think that was a start. And I know he has stories to tell about that as well.
I would have married her anyway.
Oh, sure.
You would have married her anyway. You still do? Good,
so when it comes to financial health, being financial healthy, does that mean that you have no debt whatsoever? Or is there a healthy type of debt?
That's a great question, because
Yeah.
For me, my own at least impression, because I was in that particular thing. To me, credit card debt is bad, but there are debts that are good. We had student loans, but that was an investment on our own education. So to me, that was good on our part. So
for us, early on in our marriage, we decided that we have to take a look at our finances, right? So we were fairly new. We didn't know too much. So that's where the defining of goals to start with, and then that leads to planning. We tried to gain financial literacy. We asked questions. We studied books. So we read books, and then so we listened to different people. We consulted with financial advisors and developed a plan. So they helped us develop a plan. And some debts are good, and some debts are not so good. So it depends on what your goals are. And but being debt free, that's ideal when you're retired. but it may not be practical or possible to do, right? So, I mean, you have mortgage possibly, you have car loans, you have student loans.
Yeah.
So all of that, but if you have a plan, you can prioritize what needs to be, then they don't all have to be paid off, and you can't, So it just matters, But at least you're not in the hole. You're not in the, you can pay off your mortgage. You're not going to get kicked out. They're not going to repossess your car. Something like that. So healthy, at least you have some resources to use.
Yes,
Right?
I love that, because when it comes to financial literacy or educating yourself, it's going to take a long time.
Yes.
I know in my 20s, looking back now that we're talking about those times, it was a foreign language to me.
Yes.
There were a lot of terminology that was not
Familiar.
familiar,
Yeah.
correct. And so it's nice that you had financial advisors. I sought out the same, but I want to say even decades later, I'm still learning those
Yes.
terms,
Yeah.
because percentages,
Yes.
things like that, those are all
Right.
foreign
Yep.
languages.
That's a great point, because we never stop learning. We're still
We're
learning
still
a lot of
learning,
things.
yeah.
There's some changes in taxes that we need to be aware of.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's a never-ending
Yeah.
education.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like we have comments in the
We
chat.
do. We
Yes.
do. We like to say hello to brother Jewel Tungo. What's up, brother? He says greetings to our brothers and sisters there in SDC. Rise up. God bless all of you, Paul. We miss you all, Tungo family from Uganda. Yes, he is Gunda. Northern Africa.
There's also a comment from Jeffrey Dizon. Greetings and happy viewing to all who are tuned in from NCL Roseville, so Northern California.
Hey, another one from Edith and Junko. Wow, awesome. Early retirees. Congratulations. My retirement is to be able to spend more time with family and friends, and most of all, be able to perform my duties in the church and participate in all church activities. Those are wonderful goals, Edith.
Yes, thank you so much for that. And from Grace Martin, woohoo, Sister Jean and Brother Grace.
Yeah. Joey Langit, he says, all of the above. That was his answer to the chat question one. What's your dream retirement? And then Cora Makahilas, nice to continue to travel the world. Yes. Just right before this show, they just came from where? You guys?
Well, we came from Asia. Actually.
Asia.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Asia.
you're living the dream.
Yes.
Yeah. And then do we have any more chat?
Yes, we do. From Rochelle Poblete, I would love to do all of the above. CV.
CV. Jennifer Trinidad. Hi, all. From Sister Jennifer Trinidad, local congregation of Long Beach, Orange County, California. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes,
But
OCC.
she said she represents National City, so good. I want to retire by 55, but may need to aim for 58. She has a goal, so she knows where it's tracking. That's good. That's good.
That's awesome. All right.
Alrighty.
Should we go on to the next?
Sure. What is our next chat question?
So for those of you in the chat, thank you so much for participating. Now we have another question for all of you. What's one thing you think people often forget to plan for when retiring?
Oh, that's a good question. Well,
While we wait for
yeah,
that.
while we wait for them to answer, let's ask a question for our lovely guests here.
Mhm.
So beyond the financial aspect, so you got that, it's all planned out. Okay, this is my goal. I'm going to get out this hole. Is there anything else to consider when planning for early retirement or just retirement?
Yeah, there's a lot to consider.
Yeah.
And for us, what's important is having good experiences, and then having the memories regarding that, spending
Memories.
time with family. And in order for us to do that, we found that health is another area where we need to pay attention to, because it doesn't do any good if you're retired, you got money, and then health is failing, right? And then so that has now come to our as a priority, or that's important in our life, is to take care of ourselves. And another thing in addition to that is we have to have time, right? Before we were so busy with work and things like that, that we sometimes, because of work, we neglected a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Our health, and we don't have time. When you're young, you have a lot of time.
Yes.
Right? You may not have that much money, you're still healthy. But then when you get to the middle age, right, you may have a little bit of money, you still have your health, but then time, because you have kids,
So
you have
busy.
mortgage, you're working real hard, right? So
yeah.
your time is limited. And then when you get to the older phase of your life, you may have money at that time, and then your health may be failing, and then your time, you may have time, but it depends again on how healthy you are. You might, be limited if you retire too early and you only live, 20 more years or something like that, rather than, having 30 years of retirement.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like all your retirement's just gonna go to like hospital bills.
Right.
Or you want to
So,
like
You don't want to do that.
actually,
Right.
yeah, I have a story regarding that. When I was young, I didn't know too much yet, just concentrating. I just got out of school, started work. And a lot of people from my company, they will always be talking about, so what's your magic number? And I was kind of, what's a magic number? But they were really talking about how long they're planning to retire, how many more years they have to work. And then they talk about Social Security. I said, what's Social Security? What's Medicare? All of this. So I became interested. And then, these older folks, the more that's been there for a while, we would, once their retirement age has come, we would give them retirement parties. Hey, it's a celebration and things like that. I talk to them, so what do you plan to do? Well, after work, I want to travel. I want to go fishing, spend time with the family. And then, that's great. We gave them a party, a send off and everything like that. And then, a year, not even, and we find out that, get a notice of such and such, passed. Yeah. And, so they retired, they saved up all this money, they retired, but only spent it for a year. Maybe they were sick. That wasn't fun. So that type of experiences that I had kind of influenced our decision. Said, do we really want to have that?
Yeah, and when we were running the rat race, we were so into our career, building our career, wanted, had some goals there. We were what we call go-go time.
Go time, yeah.
We were running so hard. We were so stressed. We had 2 young children, and we traveled so much for work. Literally, I would pick them up, with the kids in the back. I would pick them up from the airport, just give them the keys because it's my turn to fly. So, and then I'm flying, and I'm, as the airplane's taking off, I can hear my daughter, Mom, don't go. Mom, don't. Was it worth it? And then I'm getting palpitations. I mean, the money was great, but was it worth it? So we started to talk about, okay, we have our goals here. We want to retire early, but at what expense? Will we be able to do the things we want to do when we're neglecting our health right now? So we had to balance the 3 that he was talking about. The money that we want to have, obviously you have to have money to retire. We have to balance the fact that we don't want to retire too late. So the time, because we want to have that time to enjoy. And then we wanted to have the good health. So you have to balance those. We did. We tried to balance those 3 because we wanted to achieve a certain goal.
It looks like someone in the chat agrees with you on that point you just made. Cora Makahilas actually prioritizes her health.
Oh,
so
nice.
Thank you for that comment.
Yes.
And then there's more comments.
Jeffrey Dizon says, I know this is not just one thing, but 2, health and age. So just like what you were saying, don't only invest in your wealth, invest in your health so you can spend the wealth.
Oh, definitely.
Correct.
Right?
Our brother Jewel added a comment there. What did he say, Ryan?
He said to our single Kadiwa brothers, all is possible when you join the ministry. Hey, yes. And then another one from Maria Lopez tuning in from the local congregation of Chicago.
That's my sister-in-law.
My beautiful sister-in-law, Jean Oria, and Pogi, or handsome brother-in-law, Greg Oria. Love you guys. Aww.
Thank you, family.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then June.
Hannah Limon has a
Hannah
comment
Limon.
too. Financial literacy, especially when trying to pursue new ventures and ensuring that some form of income flows in.
Yes, that's right. I want to give a quick shout out to brother Chris Agana. I was shy to talk about my financial health because I knew it wasn't really good. But I had the guts to ask him, like, hey, I know you talked about this and that. What's your this and that?
Right,
And he
right.
he actually gave some books to read,
Yes.
some
Definitely.
YouTube channels, and
Yeah.
it started me. I went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I know a lot about everything.
Yeah.
Like
It
pre-tax,
starts there.
post-tax.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It starts
yeah.
there.
So thank you, brother Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey Langit says health is wealth.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
No, pain, physical and mental health is very important. Yes. So everybody agrees with everyone here on what you're saying. Grace Martin, living trust, life, and health insurances to cover you in mature age, enough for living expenses to compensate all your needs since you will be in a fixed income. That's right. That's right. Do we have any other chat questions?
We do. Our next chat question for all of you tuning in: at what age do you hope to retire? Is it A, before 50? Is it B, in your early 60s? Or is it C, age 65 and above? So, and D, there's one more
Oh, there is.
option.
Haven't thought about it yet.
Haven't thought about it yet.
I haven't thought about it yet. So that would be my answer. What's yours, Jess?
For me,
Yeah.
well, A is not going to work anymore. I'm
Oh.
approaching 50, so
Oh.
I'm turning 49 this year. So it'd have to be
Advance happy birthday.
it would have to be A.5.
8.5. I see. So as the live chat go ahead and gives us an answer, let's ask the final question to our guests here. What were some things you didn't expect about retirement that surprised you?
Yeah, there's
good or bad?
There's a lot of things that surprised us,
Yeah.
and it's still surprising us actually. But our experience is that you have a plan. We had a plan.
Yeah.
We had our goals and what we envisioned, but you have to be ready for change. There's a lot of things that could affect your plans, and like for me, again, talking to those co-workers of mine, they plan certain things, and then something happened. Their wife or their spouse, they get sick or something like that, or they plan to travel, and then their partner, all of a sudden, by the time when they got to that age, they said, "Oh, I don't want to travel anymore." So what do? I'm thinking, okay, what are you gonna do? So something like that, they lose interest in their original plan. They want to go golfing, and then they don't want to do that anymore. So there's a lot of changes. Not just your interest, your personal thing, but changes in the government, for example. That you hear a lot of news about Social Security now, right? But they've been talking about that. So if you're counting that on your plan to receive Social Security or Medicare or Medicaid, and then all of a sudden that gets changed, so what do, right? So anticipate change and have a plan to, plan B or plan C, so for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for us, when we were, again, early in our career, we were into saving as much as possible. When we finally were on the same goal and same mindset. So we were saving. And then probably mid-career, we were like, okay, we need to preserve whatever we've saved now. So obviously, we have to have in good investments, and we really work very hard with our financial advisor to do that. But now that we're in retirement, this is the time that we're now withdrawing from our investments, right? And that's a shift in mindset that even now we have a hard time dealing with and changing. We try very hard.
It's a challenge.
It's a real challenge, and at times, I guess because it's also, I believe, cultural. We tend to want to, we need to have money when we leave this world for our children and grandchildren. That's kind of the mindset we're still on. And I mean, I'm happy to say, I feel very blessed that at least our children, we don't have to worry about them.
Yeah.
So, but it's still, knowing that, it's still difficult to get in that mindset of, we could actually, spend a little more here. So that mindset shift. Also, another thing that surprised me a lot, and a lot of people ask me this: what do you guys do all day?
Crossword puzzles
all day. What do you do people really want to know, like in business, like when you get up in the morning, first of all, what time do you get up? And then what do you do all day long? And what I found out is that we wake up at 4:35 a.m. I'm up. And I didn't used to want to get up until 7, 8 o'clock, and I needed to go to work, so I needed to get up.
Yeah.
So that's different. You know, we get up, we were like looking forward to the day. That's different. And then it's like there's not enough time in the day. I don't know why.
There's just never enough time.
No.
Retired or not.
Not
No.
when
I
you-
see.
We're busier now.
Busier now than
Wow.
before.
And there's not, it's not like, oh, what do I do next? It's not like that.
Well, because
It's
in
not-
addition to your children, you now have the grandchildren
Yes.
in the mix.
Well,
So,
then we're
that's
looking
true.
forward to those type of
Yes.
experiences again that
Yeah.
we
Create
talked about
memories,
and
yeah.
create memories, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So and like a change is like our priority, right? We originally, our main priority is like God, our
Never
faith,
changed.
our
Oh, yes.
service that never changed, and then family, health. But then we recently, since from our travels, we met so many people and
So many brethren.
so many brethren too from the various parts of the world.
Mhm.
And this main interest of ours is taking kind of very much interest in our life is giving back. I think
Giving back.
it gives us a satisfaction, or it makes us happy to be able to give back.
Yeah.
So that's our
That's new.
that's our
That's new, yeah.
our next
Oh.
journey or chapter in our life that we
We're looking
jointly
forward to.
Give
have
back.
decided to do. Yeah. So
That's but isn't that nice to know that you've worked hard so much, you reach your goals. Now it's not only that you want to spend more, but now you want to give back. That's amazing.
It feels
That's
good,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah. Right on.
Nice.
Right on. So looks like we have some answers in the chat for question number 3. At what age do you hope to retire? I think some are still answering what's one thing you think people often forget to plan when retiring. You want to help me read?
yes. So, Mitzi Janine Dela Cruz. In retirement, some expenses look much different than while you're working.
Mhm.
Let's explore some overlooked budget items in retirement.
Yes. Edith and Junko, she hopes to retire in her early 60s.
Yes, you can
Nice,
do
good
it.
goal. Yes,
Yes,
I believe
yes.
you.
Joey Langit says D, when my body and my mind give out.
And then Grace Martin, my answer to be retired as soon as possible.
Same.
Yes,
same.
yesterday.
Joyce Remos says hopefully semi-retired by 60s.
Semi-retired.
Mhm.
And then Brother Christian Cole, no retirement for me. Yes. Helen Bernardo, retire at early 60s so you can still enjoy traveling while you still can. That's right. Oh, it looks like
who's-
Jasmine
someone's
Manankill.
using-
How are you doing this?
It
This is probably Dennis.
might be my husband. Shout out to INCRadio San Diego crew for all they do behind the camera.
Oh,
I'll
yes.
retire when the time is right.
Yes, that's right.
Thank
And
you,
then-
Sig.
Another one from Brother Christian. Whoa, Sister Jazz is hosting and commenting. Amazing.
I know it's amazing. I don't even know how I did it.
You've been
Then
hacked.
one last.
Yeah. And then one last one.
Christella Cruz, thank you, Brother Greg and Sister Jean, for being an
Welcome.
inspiration. We
Aww.
have to agree with that.
Yes, I know. Thank you so much for being our guest today.
Very happy to
Thank
be here.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So before we retire this conversation early, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Oh, my sister-in-law's here. Hey, shout out to Chicago.
Hey.
We're originally from Chicago. So, and shout out to our son and our daughter-in-law and Rory from Washington, D.C., and our daughter Ronnie and our son-in-law David and our grandson Nico in Tucson,
Wow.
Arizona.
Nice.
Yeah, my shout out is for the Iglesianicristo Church of Christ for celebrating
Aw.
Yes.
111th year,
Oh,
and also to the crew and of this station, this program.
oh.
Now we've seen the behind the scene, and there's a lot of work. So
Yes.
really appreciate you
Yes.
guys
Thank you.
doing this.
Thank you. Our director would also like to give a shout out. He says, shout out to Chicago, home of the deep dish. Shout out to the deep dish
Yeah.
pizza lovers.
That's right.
Is it better than New York pizza? Oh, that's
Oh,
another
yeah.
topic. It's another topic. It's
a whole
another
other show. That's a whole
That's another discussion that's gonna take a long time.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Give it up to Greg and Jean Oria.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll catch you later.
Catch you later. Yeah. Oh man.
One more shout out.
Oh yeah, we do. Oh, from Ramon Beato, watching from the local congregation. Oh, we're watching from Sacramento. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you, Nora.
Yeah. Yes. Alrighty. So, you know what? We live in a very beautiful city,
We do.
San Diego. So many places to see, things to eat, and things to enjoy.
Mhm.
Like, what do we have to enjoy today?
We have tacos.
Ooh, let's talk about it. Hey, so tacos are more than just a delicious handheld meal. They're a cultural icon with deep roots in Mexican history. The word taco is believed to have originated from 18th century Mexican silver miners who used the term to describe paper wrapped gunpowder charges, small folded packages, not unlike modern tacos.
Authentic Mexican tacos are a far cry from their Americanized counterparts. They're usually served on small, soft corn tortillas and filled with meats like carnitas, which is braised pork, carne asada, which is grilled steak, or al pastor, marinated pork cooked on a vertical spit, inspired by Lebanese shawarma.
Yes.
Toppings are simple but bold. Think chopped onions, fresh cilantro, a squeeze of lime, and salsa. No lettuce, shredded cheese, or sour cream in sight.
And here's a fun San Diego tie-in. Thanks to its proximity to the border and rich Latino community, San Diego is a taco lover's paradise. From taco trucks to hole-in-one taquerias, you'll find some of the best and most authentic tacos this side of the border.
All right. We have some trivia.
Yeah.
In Mexico, tacos are considered street food and are often eaten standing up, fresh off the grill. What's the second one?
Oh, Taco Tuesday may feel like a marketing gimmick, but the term dates back as early as 1930s in U.S. newspapers.
Wow, that long ago.
Oh,
There's even a taco academy in Mexico City where
Wow.
chefs study the art of taco making.
wow. I did not know all this about tacos.
Same.
Looks like people have been talking about it. But yeah, go ahead and go to Taqueria and enjoy a taco from the San Diego County. Jazz, do you see that over there?
What's that up ahead?
Over there, on the horizon.
Ah.
Looks like it's activities from the District of San Diego County. All right. So July 27th, we had a Welcome My Brethren in Chula Vista.
Right. We also have activities currently happening, right? August 10th, CWS or Children's Worship Service Field Day at Liberty Station, NTC Park, and that's at 3 p.m.
Yes, that's right. And August 16th, Temecula Valley, INC Giving Blood Drive, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And on August 17th, Unity Games,
Ooh.
Unity Games Powerlifting Edition,
Yes.
3 p.m.
Yes. And on August 31, a musical evangelical mission at the Lincoln High School Theater, 5 p.m.
And that's what's on the horizon for the San Diego Satellite Studio.
Yes, that's right. Oh, Jazz, are you hyped?
I'm hyped.
Yeah, that's right. Because we are going to announce the winners of the local shout out challenge. Woohoo! Real quick, here are your the abbreviations for each local congregation. You got CV, Hemet, Menifee, EC, TMV, NC, NSC, and Vista. And in no particular order, here are the top 3 winners from last week's challenge. We have the local congregation of National City. Woohoo!
Congratulations. And we have the local congregation of North San Diego.
Yay!
NSD.
And the local congregation of Temecula Valley. Yeah! Congratulations to the top 3 winners of last week's challenge. This week's challenge is not done yet, so you still have time. Go ahead and shout out your local congregations as many times as you want. One comment or one shout out per challenge. So let's read some comments before we close out. We have one from Jeb Barrientos. Greetings, INCRadio San Diego. Tuning in from INCRadio Orange County, California studios at the local congregation of Anaheim, cleaning up from our broadcast. You know, Jeb, thank you so much for always tuning in. He's always there every week.
I know.
Thank you.
OCC.
Yeah.
Phil Nacionales says, shout out to the bookload officers or the married members of the Church of Christ in Temecula Valley local. And
Yes.
hello po, Kajoey. Congratulations on your upcoming retirement from the military.
Yay!
That's
Congrats, Joey. And one from Mitzi Janine. Belated happy third birthday, Sister Chelby Co. Happy birthday, Chelby.
Yay.
Yay.
And there's also another happy birthday greeting from Imelda Victorino to Sister Gang of NSD.
Yes. Also, happy birthday or belated happy birthday to our editor for INC Radio San Diego, Brother Garrett. And advance happy birthday to our host, Taylor Joy. Happy birthday. So thank you so much for being my lovely co-host today, Jazz.
Yes, thank you for being my lovely co-host as well.
Yes, thanks to the guests, Jean and Greg Oria. And thank you to these following individuals that help make INC Radio possible. To our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, thank you. To our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranyo Manalo, thank you. And to Brother Wally Taray, our INC Radio Station Manager.
Yes, we'd also like to say thank you to our Supervising Minister of SDC, Brother Matt Capistrano, our Assistant Supervising Minister of SDC, Brother Alex Oñate, and our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother Christian Ko.
Yes, up next, INC Radio Sacramento. But next week, here on INC Radio San Diego, we'll be talking about collections. The title of the show is Shelf Esteem.
I like that.
Yeah, I do. That does it for us here on INC Radio San Diego. We will catch you on the next wave. Bye. Bye. Deep dish stuff. Deep dish stuff. Bye. Yeah.